Hello, this is RSN8887, and today I want to show you another one of my favorite Commodore 64 games. And do a little let's play of that game, and the game is Hawkeye. I will play here on my MiSTer. Let's start the Commodore 64. I will use my Competition Pro shot throw joystick connected via the Reflex Adapt interface to my MiSTer. And let me start the game. I will use one feature of the MiSTer here, which I really like. The menu, when you select your game, has type as you find as you type. So I can type H, A, W, K, and it jumps to those games, to those file names. So here's the first disk. Let's insert it and let's go. Hawkeye was made by Boys Without Brains, a developer studio that had a lot of great names in it. For example, the coding was done by Mario van Zeist. The title screen is done by Robin Levy, who also did the graphics to Last Ninja 3 and Myst on the Amiga. And the music is done by Jeroen Tel from Maniacs of Noise. Here's the title screen, published by Thalamus. This came out in 1988. It's one of the later games on the Commodore 64, and you can see that because the graphics and technically it's so much superior than those early games from 1983 or 84. Once it has loaded, it says press button to play. Swap joysticks here. And we get the real actual title screen. Oh, we have to swap discs. Thalamus, the Boys Without Brains also did Armorlight, a great shooting game on the Commodore 64, and a bunch of other really great games, like Mind Roll or Quedex and some other really cool games. So there are some developers I really like. So here we hear the wonderful music, title music by Jeroen Tel. We can use the function keys on the top to disable or enable music in-game or sound effects, or enable and disable the demo mode. I will leave it like this so we have music and sound effects together. The game is a run and gun where you control a hero that runs left and right and shoots enemies. You can see here, I really like this title screen because it shows some of the bonus items and then of course the really nicely done high score table. So we can see these flashing bonus items. Okay, those will be the items I collect in the game. Okay, so I will just start with fire button, and the goal is really in every level to collect 4 puzzle pieces. Here is my hero. Notice on the bottom left there's a little Terminator type thing where it says online ready. Really cool. I can walk left and right, jump, and I can shoot. Here's the first puzzle piece already. You can see on the top right, I collected the green circle. That's one of the 4 puzzle pieces I need to collect. Once I have collected all 4 puzzle pieces, my goal is just to reach the right side of the level and exit there. My shot weapon is very weak. You can see on the top left there are my lives, and underneath there's the weapon. So if I hold down the fire button, I can change my weapon. There is the pea shooter. This one is the machine gun. It's much faster and more powerful. If I hold fire button and go right, then I get the laser. It shoots a bigger shot, bigger bullets. And one more, that's the rocket launcher. It goes to multiple enemies at once. These weapons, apart from my first little pea shooter, have limited ammo. You see I've almost exhausted the machine gun. Now it's gone. You can see one of those little white squares there on the top left is now gone. That tells me that this weapon has been, one weapon has been exhausted. Switching back to the laser, the game becomes so much more fun if you use these weapons. Then, of course, in the middle there's the score display, and on the right there's my energy, the power. Here's an extra bonus item that was more machine gun ammo. Here's a puzzle piece. Okay, and the biggest feature of the game, which I think as a kid I never understood, you see those two birds on the top. The eyes will blink, and when it blinks, that tells you where to go. So now the right eye is blinking, that's where I need to go to get the next puzzle piece. Now the left eye is blinking, that means I have to go back to the left. So the game uses these blinking bird eyes on the top to tell you where to go. And that's the whole key to the game, really. So now I'm going left. There's new energy, I needed that, my power was down. Ooh. I lost a life. Let's see, I need one more puzzle piece, and it is... all my weapons are empty apart from the rocket launcher. I have to go right, hopefully I can make it. I still have 3 lives, so everything is good. I love the animations of the enemies. I also love the sound effects. You can really tell if an enemy is near by the sound effect. I also like the creative patterns in which enemies move and appear. Last puzzle piece. There's a little dinosaur. I love how the game has these large enemies that are also nicely animated. And that was level 1. I love this music between levels. So cool, the sequence. Now I'm in level 2. The game, I will make the picture a bit bigger. I don't know why it was so small. The game has 12 levels total, and I think it is doable. I've never finished it, but it is not impossible. Okay, the left eye blinks. So I have to go left. And here we have some of those big enemies. They require... another puzzle pose. The big enemies require a good weapon. Your little pistol is not enough to take them down quickly. Can I duck? Yes. Maybe that's the way. Here, this is one of the weaknesses of this game. It is sometimes hard to tell what is a platform that you can actually stand on and which parts of the screen you just fall through. It requires a bit of practice to figure that out. Go back to machine gun because that still has ammo. You can see the blinking dots on the top left. One of my weapons is out of ammo. The laser right now is out of ammo. Another puzzle piece. 2 out of 4 puzzle pieces done. Another one of those big enemies. Okay, further, I have to go further left. You'll see sometimes I just stop to be able to look at the bird eye on the top to see where I have to go. That was just a recharge for the laser. Let's use the laser, why not? I love the laser because it has this big projectile, so it's easier to hit the enemies. The hitboxes are pretty well done too, because some enemies you might not be able to hit with some of the weapons because of their size. I hope the next one is the puzzle piece. It seems a bit random when you get a bonus item and when you get an actual puzzle piece. So I hope... yeah, there's the puzzle piece. The 4th puzzle piece. Now all I have to do is exit the level. Done. And again, I'm being rewarded with the little recharge sequence with awesome music by Joe Tell. Joe Tell is, in my opinion, one of the all-time greatest 8-bit musicians. Unbelievable, the tunes he made. If you want to hear some great ones, try MiSTer History in the Making on the Commodore 64, the title tune, also by Joe Tell. Unbelievable. Supremacy, another tune by him. Let's see, where do I have to go? There's the puzzle piece. Now I'm on the moon. I also love the variety of the level designs. Each level seems to have completely new graphics. Don't ask me why a hand comes out of the... Wrong weapon. Why a hand comes out of the floor. Or why there are dinosaurs on the moon. Ah, up there. Okay. How do I get up there? Here, okay. That was ammunition for the rocket launcher. Really cool weapon. Let's see. The left eye is blinking, so I have to go back left. The rocket launcher takes care of these hands. If you look closely at the weapon display, on the top left you can see the ammo is displayed underneath as a line underneath the weapon. And it depletes quite quickly when I shoot. Another puzzle piece, yay. Let's go right. Ooh, the rocket launcher cannot, even when I duck, I can't hit that enemy with the rocket launcher. So let's go back to laser. Just to be on the safe side. Another puzzle piece, and I have to go further right. This is good, a good concept. Oh, okay. That's just machine gun ammunition. Now I have to go left. Hopefully I will get the last puzzle piece and we can see level 4. 12 levels total. I've never seen past level 5 or so. We'll see how far I can get today. This calls for the rocket launcher. So many enemies. Oh, the rocket launcher can't hit these little ones. Okay. Okay, laser. It's looking dim because all my weapons are very close to being depleted. Only one or few shots of the rocket launcher left. That's it. Now all my weapons are depleted. I have to use my little pea shooter, my pistol, which has unlimited ammo. But it's so weak, it's so weak. I can't fall down this floor, so I have to go back to the right. To find a place to let myself fall down. Which is all the way over here. Now I have to go all the way back. Okay, laser recharge. I love it. I need it. Back to the right. Hopefully the last puzzle piece will appear here. There it is. I got the last puzzle piece. Now all I have to do is walk to the right and exit the level. And if you watch closely, I did get an extra life. Probably at 100,000 points or so. So the levels are designed with these platforms, but also with the enemies that appear on certain platforms in a very specific way. Left. Okay. Confused for a second. Ah. I see completely new enemies in this stage. Oh, right. Okay. There, the first puzzle piece. There's some recycling of enemies, but there's also some new ones. And all of the enemies require, oops, their own strategy a little bit. Although I messed up, but I had an extra life, so everything is good still. Left. Here, these ice blocks here in this level are different than the other platforms because they block me. So I cannot walk through them, I have to walk. Whoa. I have to jump. Let's do this about here. Another puzzle piece, yes. That's what I like. It's kind of a brainless shooter if you want. You have to think a little bit about how to take down the enemies, but it's mostly about having fun shooting. But I think there's nothing wrong with that. And you have to think a bit about strategic change of weapons. I'm using the laser again. There was the puzzle piece. I ran out of power, you could see on the top right. That's one thing I don't like so much about this game, is you lose power even if you're not being hit by enemies. It's like a battery that depletes. Oh, I got all the puzzle pieces. Let's get out of here. This music never gets old. Don't forget, change weapon to maybe laser first. Let's see, to the right. Okay. Oh, wow. That was completely oh, wow. A giant enemy. First puzzle piece. These holes in the ground are dangerous because, oh wow, a giant worm. Oh, that cost me a lot of power. And these hands coming out of the trees over there, of the tree holes also, they will kill you instantly. No matter how much power you have. There's the puzzle piece. And I can't hit those worms. They are just too low to the ground, so I have to jump over them somehow. No. Ah, that was it. Okay, I got to maybe level 5 or so out of 12. 200,000 points. This is actually the first time in my life that I made it to the top of the default high score list. Over 200,000 points. Looks like I have to practice this game some more, but I think it is doable because I just died because I fell stupidly, jumped into some holes right now. And now the game allows me to practice this level, so I cannot finish it that way. I cannot get to the next level, but I can practice the level a bit more to then become better. So I love that too. But I will hit N now. Okay, so that is Hawkeye. I wanted to show you some other thing, because on the original disc that I'm using here, if I load it without Dolphin DOS, I just learned this today. There's actually a little menu that allows us to look at the story. Oh, still had disc 2 inserted. The game actually comes on 2 discs. That's another thing that separates modern, later Commodore 64 games from the earlier ones. Most of the early Commodore 64 games, they loaded into 64 kilobyte of RAM. They were one loaders, and that's it. Apart from some exceptions like summer games and so on. But those later ones, you know, like this one, they almost always used a whole disk and loaded new levels and to make the games bigger and more varied. Okay, so here's the menu that comes up. I don't know why it skipped with Dolphin DOS. Anyways, we can select Play Hawkeye, See Talk to Me, or See the Monster Show. Let's try See Talk to Me. I never noticed this. I think as kids, we always had these cracked versions and they just ripped all of this stuff out of the game. You might often didn't even see the title screen. That beautiful Robin Levy artwork that we saw in the beginning today. So it's always fun to try the original discs. They usually come in the G64 format. Here. Isn't this cool? This is an alien head animated that explains to us the story of the game. I don't want to go through the whole story, but you can see on the... When I press space, every time it starts talking again about a new paragraph, then on the bottom left, you can actually see the graphics change. So there is really a nice explanation of the background world and story of the game. I quickly skip through the different pictures there on the bottom left. There's quite a few texts, quite a big story here. Probably explaining to us why there are dinosaurs on the various planets. And then it ends with this nice Hawkeye logo. So I thought that's really interesting. I had never seen that before. And then if we start it again, I think we can try out the Monster Show. Curious what that is. I never tried it out. Okay. So I have to press 3 and enter. the loading times are a bit long on the Commodore 64 if you don't use a fast loader, a fast kernel like Dolphin DOS or Jiffy DOS. Well, there it is, the monster show. Oh, cool, it shows each monster coming by. With some cool music, I like it, that's cool. And we can marvel at the nice animations of the monsters this way. I love it. So the game has all these extra options, how cool is that? Okay, anyway, so that was my little demonstration and let's play of Hawkeye for the Commodore 64, a game from 1988 by Boys Without Brains, published by Thalamus, and really a really nice run and gun. See you next time, bye bye!